What's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is my real life get out story. Now, obviously, I'm not in the sunken place, and clearly, y'all see my fade. I ain't been whitewashed or nothing like that, okay? This happened about a week after I saw Get Out, and there were too many things. There were too many parallels. There were too many things going on that matched the movie that were currently happening. And that's why I thought some Get Out shit was about to happen to me. And this is what happened. One day I was Instacarting with a friend, and if you don't know what Instacart is a grocery delivery service. So it's like a Postmates or a DoorDash, but instead of, lunch or dinner, it's just your groceries. And so a friend of mine asked if I would go Instacarting with them, and I was like, sure, whatevs. And oftentimes, a lot of people who have older parents or just grandparents who maybe aren't as mobile, just harder for them to get around, they'll order groceries for them to get delivered to them so they don't gotta go nowhere. So this is what we were dealing with. It was an order that someone else had put in to get delivered to their parents, right? Going into this, I knew we were delivering to an older person's house. And this is also back in LA. And the old people out there, the more dust on their neck, the more money they got. We get the groceries, we pull up to the house. Now, this house is at the top of a hill, and there's a gate at the bottom, and the gate opens, and then you drive up the driveway to get to the house. Gate opens, and we're driving up the driveway. And at the end, or I guess the top of the driveway, is this older gentleman who just looks confused and disheveled. He honestly looked a little lost. I'm like, how you lost in your own house? Dementia is a thing, and he honestly could feel it. He could think he's at Payless right now. So we see homeboy, we get out the car. There's extra bags in the back that I need to get. And then the older man is like, oh, we keep the milk in the garage. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, that's interesting that you keep the milk in the garage, considering the house has a very long, steep stairwell that you have to go up to get to the house. So my friend has a bunch of groceries, and she's talking to the older gentleman who's taking her into the garage, which I don't really feel that great about. So I get the extra groceries from the back, and I follow them. The older gentleman lets me know that the house, where the rest of the groceries are gonna go into the house, like up the stairs, while he is gonna show my friend where the other groceries are gonna go in the garage. So I'm like, okay, so you're splitting us up. And why are you keeping so much milk in the garage? I'm black, they're Asian, we lactose. It's a setup. I know. Death by shitty booty. If you don't murder us, give me some yogurt, and that will. And this is a moment where I start to feel uneasy because nothing good comes out of splitting people up. And there's only two of us. You my only other teammate. If we split up, we're both on our own, okay? I said, okay, let me just make this quick. So I have the groceries. I'm keeping my eyes on my friend down there by the garage as I'm going up towards the stairs. And it's a very long stairwell, okay? I get to the top of the stairs. Eyes still on the friend. Eyes on the friend. I'm knocking on the door. No one's coming to the door. I'm about to leave. I'm like, you know what? Shit, you ain't gotta tell me twice. So I'm getting ready to leave. I'm like turning my back and about to go back down the stairs and just give them to him so he can put with the milk and the other bodies in the garage. But then the door opens and it's an older woman, super long, straight gray hair. And she lets me know that, the rest of the groceries are gonna have to go in the kitchen. And so I, a Negro, I'm taking the bags off of my shoulders and I'm setting them down on the ground, all right? And I also want to mention that this was months ago. This is before COVID. I'm already practicing social distancing, and then the no contact drop off, you know what I'm saying? So I'm taking the bags off my shoulders and putting them on the ground. And she's like, oh, do you mind putting them in the kitchen for me? I kid you not. I peer into the doorway, okay? Into the doorway, and I see a Hispanic woman with a broom. I just have to demonstrate. Pretend this is a broom, right? So I'm looking into the house, and you can see from the front of the house all the way to the back, and then the back was a kitchen, and there was a Hispanic woman back there, and she's holding a broom just like this. Not moving, no emotion on her face, nothing of the sort. I'm like, bitch, why you standing like that? You posing for a picture? This ain't Titanic. Move, help me. I look back downstairs to my friend in the garage. I don't see anybody. I don't see the older man. I no longer see my friend. And then I look back at this old woman and this Hispanic lady all the way in the back of the house, just with this broom, just looking like a statue in the face. And I said, you know what? Susan, if you don't get this cabbage and get out my face right now. Because I remember when she asked me to help me, she was like, oh, can you please help me bring the bags? And I'm so weak. And I'm like, well, you need to be strong right now because I don't want to do that. Oh, you know, in my old age, it's just hard for me to, it's just hard for me to get around. And I was like, well, I need to get around this issue. And the thing is that I was expecting, she was wearing a uniform. And so I was just expecting her to like come from the back of the house to the front of the house to like help with the bags. But she was just still just standing there very still with the broom in her hand directly in my face. And I don't know what's more get out than that. What happened is like I made eye contact with the lady in the back of the house and I was like, hello, ma'am. And I remember talking to my friend that was down the stairs. I was like, hello. Hey friend, hello, can you help me? I yelled pretty much at everyone, yet no one came to my rescue and I felt cornered. I was just like, you know what, Jade? You strong mentally. Let's see if you're strong physically. So I pick up the bags and what I was trying to do was waste time. I was going super slow to give my friend enough time to finish whatever seance, whatever Ouija board stuff was happening down there, to come up the stairs and help me and give the lady at the back of the house enough time to come to the front of the house. That way I wouldn't have to go that far into the house. Didn't happen though. So I pick up the bags and I'm very slowly like stepping into the house, and in the front of the house, it's got that big old, like those big old looking china cabinets that people have, and it's nothing but like glass shelves on the inside. I'm seeing little Russian dolls, just like all types of just creepy dolls, and I know that they probably have some type of cultural significance, but you have to understand that I'm a scared Negro, so I'm gonna think the worst. So I'm creeping through this house and I'm clutching these bags for dear life. I look into the bag and there's carrots in there, and I'm like, all right, if Susan want to get feisty, it's gonna be a carrot. I'm gonna turn you into a snowman, bitch. This carrot gonna be sticking out your face, and I don't really know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know where the strength gonna come from. I'm just hoping that you brittle enough so that it just it's a clean, it's a clean insertion here. Eventually, my friend gets to the front of the doorway because I look back and I see them at the front of the doorway, and I'm like, cool, drop the bags, ran out the house. I don't know. I don't have any. I was weak. I wish that I had the strength to be able to be like, you know what, ma'am, I don't feel comfortable with that. And I think that's just being raised a woman and just being raised to be a freaking people pleaser. I just didn't have it in me to tell this woman that I didn't want to go into her creepy ass house to may or may not be turned into your servant black. It was just too many of the pieces. Too many pieces of the puzzle. It were just too many parallels between the Get Out movie and then this situation. I literally thought this was a setup and that I was about to get got. I'm not about to become your in-house servant. I'm not about to be out here shining your Skechers shape ups. So I got in the car immediately. My friend was still trying to talk to this man. I'm like, ma'am, he's trying to kill us. I don't know why you don't see that he's trying to kill us. Granted, all of this is in my mind because I just saw Get Out and clearly I'm being paranoid right now. But was I though? Or was I being smart? Sometimes paranoia really be helping us out. And I'm here to tell, what is it? I'm here to live another day, to tell another tale about my life and about the time I was literally thought that I was about to get outed. So yeah, that's my story. Hope that you enjoyed it. Follow me on all the things. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See y'all soon in another one. Bye, girl. Bye, friends. I'm getting better. Bye.